On 2nd January 2022, the Nssf Amendment Act was assented to by President Yoweri Museveni, transforming into law. Despite provisions on it's been a year and only 3,200 employers have registered with the National Social Security Fund. Today, all non-compliant employers have been given a 30 days ultimatum to legitimize their status with the fund.
Exist when employers exist. So we go to great lengths to make sure that the employer actually survives. Once in a while, you run into an employer who has actually deducted money from the employee's check and they stubbornly not send the money. In that case, you really have to go hard on that employer because, in a sense, they stole from the employee. And you don't tolerate that because you, as a young man or a young woman, 55 is going to come very soon and you'll need that money. And we owe it to you to ensure that we can actually collect that money. So we use the carrot and the stick to help us do that very well.
At the fall of the previous financial year, 15 billion shillings was collected from the new members. This is expected to spiral provided private sector enrollment is amplified as mandatory and voluntary contributions pile.
So as at end of Feb, we've been able to collect from June to Feb 6 billion shillings from newly registered. Of the 6 billion shillings, 56% of that money has come from employers that employ less than 5 people. So you can actually see that there is actually value when these employers come on board. Of course, you can also argue that the salaries are also much lower in the category of those that employ less than 5 people. But if they all consistently pay into the fund every month, the actual value can actually go higher. But maybe also to add that we've also been able to collect 15 billion shillings from newly registered members. So people that were not members of the fund last financial year, within just this financial year so far, have been able to contribute 15 billion.
The umbrella body of SMEs and MSMEs has urged its 700 members to be compliant. A 10% penalty on the outstanding amount is already at play for non-compliance. Still, Nssf has been encouraged to carry out more educational workshops as their initiatives have less penetration.
Allowing many of these micro, small and medium-sized enterprises to also contribute towards the social security of their employees. Therefore, we appreciate the fund for launching this initiative and choosing to work with key stakeholders. For the MSMEs out there, we would like to say that the Nssf Act was amended, and Section 7 and 13A requires all businesses, irrespective of size, to contribute to Nssf for their employees. Therefore, we want to urge you to be compliant. For Nssf, we want to ask you to intensify the education. Let's educate our MSMEs. As MSMEs do not appreciate the value of social security. Every small money matters to them. So they need to appreciate why it's important to comply.
The fund, which currently manages assets worth 17.8 trillion shillings, highest in East Africa, with investments in fixed income, equity and real estate, is to be prominent towards national social security advancement that has been a great challenge to many Ugandans. Ronah Nahabwe, Smart24 TV, Business Today.